The regular meeting of the Lake Charles Harbor and Terminal District has now been called to order at 2 p.m., November 20th, 2020. I will have the invocation by myself, and I will have the Pledge of Allegiance by Mr. Crater. Would you all stand, please? Heavenly Father, we come this evening in the most humble and gracious way we know how, giving thanks upon the many blessings you've bestowed upon us as your Christian people, and for the state of Louisiana and for the city of Lake Charles. We ask a blessing upon all the board members, Father, that decisions we make may be for the betterment of this community and state. We ask all these many blessings in your Son named Jesus. Amen. May we all face the flag, please.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
We want to thank everyone for coming out this evening, and we ask if you have your cell phones, if you would please silence your cell phones so that we can conduct our meeting on this evening. Public comment procedure. The board encourages public comments and questions regarding all agenda items. Persons wishing to do so should complete a speaker's card, which is at the entrance of the boardroom. When speaking or asking a question on an agenda item, one should, in addition to completing the card, come to the microphone, be recognized, and provide your name, address, and phone number. Comments by individuals will be limited to 3 minutes. We will now move on to our agenda items. The minutes. Approval of the October 30th, 2025 regular meeting.
Move.
Second. I have a motion and a second. Any discussion? Any objection? Hearing none, that item will pass. Moving on to our submissions. Submission 2025-047, authorizing the district to enter into a professional service agreement with Lanier Associates Consulting Engineering for the design service for the Industrial Park East Rail Extension and Transloading Project. Mr. Self.
Yes, Mr. President. This submission relates to engaging an engineer to do the design work for rail extension at the Industrial Park East. We currently have one rail spur that moves up from the south, headed pretty much due north. We'd like to continue that rail spur and add 2 additional tracks. The spur that we have in place now is about 2,300 linear feet. The extension that we'd like to do will add probably up to about 6,000 linear feet, and it'll allow for the transloading better. It will better allow for transloading of cargo. It will also allow us to handle unit trains at that site, and on the transloading, it would be from truck to rail or rail to truck. An estimated engineering cost of $422,000.
Thank you. Any questions by the board? This time I'll entertain a motion. I have a motion and a second. Any discussion? Any objection? Hearing none, that item will pass. Moving on now to briefing notes, October 2025.
Yeah.
God, quit speaking so soft, Mr.
You
John.
moved real quick. I was going to read the whole thing. I got out the move.
Okay. Did you need to finish though? Okay. Thank you, Mr. John. All right, moving on to briefing notes, October 2025 financials. Mr. Cameron.
Yes, sir. For the month of October, we generated revenues of $4.5 million, which was favorable $1.1 million. We had higher bay rate. Also at City Docks, we saw higher cement, wood pulp, and project cargo. So both sides of the pond, we're seeing good numbers. Expenses were unfavorable, about $800,000, partially due to the higher operating expenses with the bay rate, but more largely, we had some maintenance repairs, primarily belting at BT1 that we replaced. So that's a significant expense. Non-operating expenses were unfavorable, about $100,000. We contribute to the MSU, or the McNeese LNG Center for Excellence. So we had our payment come out this month, which we budgeted in prior months. So that was slightly unfavorable. Cash flow was around $1.3 million. And then on the balance sheet, same thing you've heard all year. Construction continues. Fixed assets are up $72.5 million. And construction in progress is actually down due to the completion of projects.
I have one question, Mr. Cameron.
Yes, sir.
Do you have a date on the ribbon cutting for the Center for Excellence, the LNG? Is there, anybody have a date on that, when that's going to be done?
I'm not
I think it's early January, but I can find out. I was in a meeting last week.
It looks good.
Yeah, it looks a
Looks
beautiful
real good.
building. I think it's early January. I was in a meeting at the McNeese Foundation last week, and they talked about it. I'll get that to you.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Any questions by the committee? All right. Mr.
Okay.
Cameron, what you want to do, FEMA?
Yes, sir. So on the FEMA Ghost Ship report, over the last month, we received almost 4.4 million. And also, as I mentioned last meeting, the Hurricane Delta project is complete. We're moving all that to closeout, so you'll stop seeing that on here, and we'll be down to just Hurricane Laura expenses. And on my staff report, I'll just roll right into that. We're steadily working to complete the 2026 budget to be presented to you guys at next month's meeting. Along with that, we continue to provide information to our brokers related to the property insurance renewal, which with the expectation of having near final numbers for the budget, and then by the meeting, we should have final numbers to present to you guys.
Great.
For
Sounds good, Cameron. Any questions about the committee? All righty.
Thank you.
We will now move on to our administration, personnel, and audit committee meeting. We, the committee, entered into executive session today at 1:13 p.m. And we came out of executive session at 1:40. There was no action taken in the committee, but this is what was discussed. A resolution to approve an evaluation rating that far exceeds expectations and contract amendment for the executive director and executive council. And is there anything else that I missed?
Just need a motion to
I'll
adopt that
motion.
resolution.
Resolution 202-048.
A second.
Okay, I have a motion to approve resolution 202-048, and I have a second. Is there any discussion?
Now, why did it start at 1:13? I thought it was at 1. Oh, it did start at 1:13.
It started at 1:13.
Just because somebody was late.
We had to late, but I refused to say the name of the person that was late. Because we just adored him.
Appreciate that, John. You can talk to Judge, you can talk to Judge Contreras.
That's right.
He calls that tardiness.
I wasn't gonna go there, okay? But, is there anything else, Mr. Ringo, that we need to?
I'm good.
I have a motion and a second. Any discussion, any objections? Hearing none, that item will pass. All right, moving on to department reports. We've already taken care of you, Mr. Cameron. We're gonna move on to navigation reports, Mr. Regan Brown, and we wanna welcome you. I think this is your first meeting, if I'm not mistaken.
My first official meeting as the director.
Well, we're glad to have you. Did you wanna say a few words to us?
He's got a briefing note.
Outside of that,
Well, Regan, tell them, I mean, you.
Yeah, that's what, Regan, let us know a little bit about you. We wanna know a little bit about you.
no, so I've been here for 10 years as the
Okay.
assistant director of
Yeah.
litigation and environmental affairs. And prior to that, I was an environmental consultant for 12 years. I went to McNeese, got a master's degree in environmental science. And, so yeah, that's about it.
Welcome.
Welcome, sir.
We're glad to have you on board. And let me tell you, the guy that's before you, Channing, we loved him, man.
Well, I got
We
some
loved
issues
him.
to fill.
Yeah, we love Channing, man.
We did, little point of privilege, we did limit in his contract that he can only bring up the Rice's whales once a year.
Once, once, that's it, once.
Cut our meeting
Reagan.
times down.
It won't be this meeting.
Thank you so much. We appreciate it. All right.
Mr. President, John and I have been working real hard to obtain some of the last disposal easements that we need for our core disposal areas.
Okay.
You know, some of those had withdrawable clauses in those, and we're trying to fix those. We've also had a lot of interest lately from industry seeking to release some servitudes that the Corps does not use for disposal areas. So we've been doing a lot of work on that. I've been in several meetings with an engineering firm who is interested in rebuilding disposal area 5, which is a disposal area that the Corps, we don't own it, but we essentially own the rights to dispose in that area. It's right underneath the 210 bridge. But it needs rebuilding, so we're in discussions with those guys about rebuilding it. And they're also interested in rebuilding a beneficial use area next to, not rebuilding, building a beneficial use area next to disposal area 7, which is also right across from BT1. We have a large area that we would like to put disposal material into for a beneficial use area. Also
questions by the board?
Thank
Seeing
you.
none?
Thank you,
Thank you,
sir.
Reagan. Glad to have you, man. We will now move on to operations. Mr. Todd?
Yes, sir, Mr. President. Recently at City Docks, we've handled about 3 aluminum hydrate barges, about 5,000 tons. There's been 3 ships of piling and cement totaling about 107,000 tons, and 2 lumber shipments of about 21,000 cubic meters. On the schedule for City Docks, we've got 5 more cement and piling ships totaling about 158,000. 2 vessels and a barge load of aluminum hydrate, it's about 19,000. A liquid ship of hydrosulfide of 5,000, and another lumber ship of about 10,000 cubic meters. At BT1 recently, we loaded a calcined ship and a calcined barge totaling about 10,000 tons. We loaded 2 raw coke shipments of about 112,000 tons, discharged a barite ship of 58,000, and had a cargo transfer of 14,000. On the schedule at BT1 right now, we've got 2 more raw coke ships for about 83,000 tons. Down at the Industrial Canal, we've loaded 8 barges of pipe for Venture Global, and there's 3 more barges on the schedule. That's going to total about 11,000 revenue tons. And at BT4, there is a 44,000 ton limestone ship on the schedule. If you have any questions, I'll be happy to answer.
Thank you, Todd. Any questions by the board? Thank you, Todd, for that report. We will now move on to cargo and trade development. Darius?
Yes, Mr. President. This week, we booked about 8,000 tons of rice for export to Dominican Republic. Looks like it's going to be delivered the first week of December for a ship around Christmas time. We have 2 active bids out right now. The first is some rail cars of hydrated lime that will come in about 10 cars per week. Once this starts, it could run into 2027. The second would be about 12,000 tons of sawn timber that will come in from Europe first quarter of next year. This Tuesday, we met with a timber company, and they're looking for storage space in a deep water berth to export about 35,000 tons per month of wood chips. And this would be month to month for 12 months. Also, after the holidays, I have 2 conferences. The first week of December, I'll be attending the International Workboat Show, as well as the Rice Outlook Conference, and both of these are in New Orleans. Happy to answer any questions for you.
Thank you, Darius. Any questions by the board? Thank you for that report, Darius. Moving on to engineering and maintenance, Mr. Nick.
Yes, sir. I thought I'd do things a little different today. Instead of me just describing some projects, I wanted to show you some pictures of some. So this is our wharf and shed reconstruction 6 and 7. This is the old berths 4, 5, and 6. This is from the 1927, 28 or so they began construction. I just wanted to show a little before and after. This is what it looks like now. Go to the next slide, please, Mike. And then this is a time lapse that should get going. There you go. So this is going to show you about a little over 2 years worth of construction in 60 seconds. So you can see the old steel and timber structure come down. This was when a windstorm knocked down my camera. And then this is the sheet pile wall going in with landside piles going in at the same time. And then you'll see the water side pre-stressed concrete piles coming in after that.
That's so cool.
That is.
And then once these start wrapping up, the transit sheds started going up in the back. And it's going to work from the north to the south, and it will start coming in.
Wow.
This is with Cajun Construction. It's our largest project ever, $131 million. And we expect to be complete in right now around July of 2026. So you can see that was the last concrete pour. That's actually from the photos from today. I think they poured it yesterday. So now they've poured all concrete for the deck. So the project's it's making good progress. And you can see the transit shed slowly coming down from the north. So
Way cool.
yeah.
That's amazing.
Yeah, there's another picture. So got the north end on the left and then the south end on the right. So that's going to be our new Ro-Ro facility for handling
big
big
building.
cargo.
Yes, it is.
That is a big building.
It's 195,000 square feet, but it's much taller than the old ones were. So yeah, we'll be able to store a lot of cargo in there.
And Nick, having middle school kids rename the docks, renamed that one 6-7, which I thought was
Yeah.
a shout out to all
6'7".
the teenagers of the world.
I wasn't gonna say anything though, but yeah, 6'7". Yeah. I wasn't gonna say anything though. That's pretty cool.
I cannot believe that has made its way into our minutes.
Yep, it is. It's in an official record now.
It did. Nick, great report. Thank you so much for the
Thank you.
pictures too, man. So I encourage the other guys y'all need to kind of follow the next step, okay? We can do pictures on what's going, so we
We
can
love
kind of understand what's happening. You know, pictures speak 1,000 words, okay? All right, at this time, we'll move on to state lobbyists. Seeing none, is there anybody, Mr. Self?
No,
Okay, moving on to federal? None,
no-
Mr.
no-
Self?
nothing more
Okay,
than what's reported.
all right. At this time, is there any other matters that need to come before the board at this time? Hearing none, at this time, I would entertain a motion to adjourn. I have a motion and a second. Thank you, Mr. Johnson. We're now adjourned.
Thank you.